I mentioned how many generations have been involved in the descendants, why it's kind of unique to have a family history like this. I grew up in southeast Iowa on a livestock operation back in the dark ages. I went to, we had cattle, we milked cows and had sheep and hogs, and Dad also kept about 100 head of ewes when I was a kid growing up. So working with sheep and cows was nothing foreign to me whatsoever as I got involved in this when I came up here. In 1945, Esther's dad, Voss, purchased 2 registered heifers from Clement Brothers from Monroe at the Tall Corn Angus sale. And then in 1947, he purchased 6 cows from the Husacks at Cloutier, and that was the start of what today is Mosher Angus.
Family farms have played a huge role in American history, and if we go back and we think about how this country was settled, how America became the breadbasket of the world, if you will, that was done on the backs and with the labor, extremely hard manual labor, of people that were willing to work hard, take risks, and try to improve their lot in life. And so there were great fortunes made as America was settled. There were great fortunes lost as America was settled. But certainly the continuity of a family involved in production agriculture has led to the highly efficient operations that we see today. Family is just hugely important. What the values that we instill, the things that we talk about, certainly we need to also try to live. And so as we work with family and we think about family, we think about the fact that the things that I think are important, then I want to share and try to demonstrate to offspring, to children, how that importance could be transferred to them as well. And so I think that it's a matter of prioritizing and to help the next generation see how they want to live. And we certainly try to live by example.
Out doing farm work, obviously being sisters and being so close in age, a lot of times we did things together, whether that was baling hay or working in the calving pasture. And I mean, we still do those things together, but we relied on one another to complete those projects, and we relied on one another to learn from each other. If one made a mistake, the other one was sure as heck not gonna repeat that. And so I think that also played a huge role too in growing up and learning from each other, and we kind of, as Leah mentioned, we have the same kind of values, and we understand where the other one is going, and that plays into our life as we've gone outside of Liscombe, and our farm is, when we get to Ames and we're doing things at college, it's nice to be able to rely on that other sibling, because that they've got somewhat of the same mindset as you, and you can rely on them to help you do things over there.
We shared a lot of the same values because we did grow up on our 5th generation cattle operation, and we did have that background together and an agriculture background together. And so I think that we're fortunate enough, I guess is maybe the better way to say, is that we share a lot of those same values, and want to stay involved in the agriculture industry. So I think that's another unique thing about like us growing up together, is because we did share a lot of those, that yeah, we enjoyed that more. My beginnings definitely came from our family farm and from our involvement in the agricultural industry. And again, like we've said, we want to stay involved with the industry. You know, that is our future. And so you know, having our different career goals and then still maintaining our family farm, I think it's both important, and we've kind of talked about it a little bit as a family too, is it's both important for us that we want to maintain our family farm and come back here. And so I think that's also another neat opportunity that we both have, or have the opportunity to have too.
You gain a sense of pride for the land and the livestock. And I think about the generations past, you know, although we have relations to Southeast Iowa, and that's where the Mosher name originated, we're still a fifth generation farm. And not everybody can say that they've been actively engaged in a heritage like that. And so my biggest thing, you know, growing up, I saw my dad, and, you know, we had 3 generations working together to effectively put food on people's plates. I want to do that too someday, and that's all I could think about growing up. And as I've continued throughout my college career, you know, that drive to come home is still there. You know, obviously I want to pursue my other career path and be able to work out of my house and raise a family, but it's all about the legacy. But we have been blessed to be able to live here in Liscum, Iowa, and be a part of a really wonderful family that creates an atmosphere for you that makes you want to be involved, and they provide a learning environment.
It's a way to share the heritage to the next generation, and it was passed to me, and we want to pass it on. It's a way, it's literally a way we live. That's all there is to it.